here we go. I've got white against a strong player. He plays the modern defense, or the rat defense, some people call it. Now it's a matter of I want to play e5 or take. I'll play e5. Yeah, it's like a French defense. So I'm going to play here. He's going to take on d4 or there. Play bishop e2. I'm going to take because d5's hanging. All right, so we saw that. Yeah, I'm just going to let him give me the bishop pair to get the pawn back. He has to take on f3 if he wants to take on e5. He could also play queen a5, but then I have knight b3. Yeah, so he's just playing it more slowly, which probably makes sense. Although I have rook e1 if he doesn't take back now. Yeah, so it makes sense for him to take now. That makes all sense in the world. And I'm just going to play to have this queenside pawn get going. We'll take that knight, if allowed, on my terms, of course. Yeah, that's reasonable. So I'm going to take the knight. I'm not going to fool around. I'll play the ending if he takes back. I'm going to play h4 to get loofed. I think he'll probably trade. a5 is the option, I suppose. Yeah, I got to be careful of my c pawn coming under fire here. I'm going to threaten h6, so he has to trade queens or take on h5, one or the other. Right? Yeah, he's going to take. But now I've got a nice queenside. Taking on h5 doesn't bother me. It's a matter of whether I play c6 or play rook b1. He's going after my d4 pawn. I see. So I'm going to trade this. Come after my d pawn. I'll guard it. Yeah, he also has rook b4, but I'm just going to play b6. Yeah, so I'm going to play b6 now. He's always got to be worried about a c6 and b7 combination. Might be threatening e5. I'm just going to put a stop to that. Might not have been, but it also gives me my king flight to e3. But it's also dangerous for them to come into my position so much. I want to threaten rook h1, so I'm going to move off. Now he can play rook c4, which might bother me. Yeah, I'm getting into some trouble here. I'm going to have to go defensive. Yeah, this is a good move. I'm just going to have to sit still here now. Luckily, he's got worse time. His rooks might get out of play here for my b pawn to go through. But if he plays rook h1, yeah, so he's going to play defensively. He's trying to actually get me. So I'm going to play away from getting trapped over on the king side. I'm going to have to play for c6. And I'm going to have to safety my king first here. He wins the a pawn, but I was hoping that my king could stave off that. Oh, this is just a blunder. She's going to lose now. So that setup with b6 ended up winning out. Without the rooks on, he can't defend against the pawn queening, and so black resigned.